So then there's the question is, why are there differences in prices? Why are some oil companies able to sell certain oils so much more cheaply than others? And that falls into our previous video about the grading of oils. So it's all about saving money. There are lots and lots of people who have jumped on this bandwagon, including Bed Bath & Beyond and Walmart. They have their own essential oil line. So how do we know what is right and what is good? Well, we talked about the grades of oils before, but what we do need to look at in these oils that are cheaper is the other ingredients that may be in those oils that should be listed. So if you use pesticides, you can get more out of your crops. If you use chemicals and solvents, you can pull more oils out of a plant, but you kill and lose the potency and therapeutic constituents that are in the plant. If you dilute your essential oil with a cheaper carrier oil, again, you're losing the potency and the therapeutic usage of that oil just to be able to stretch what has been distilled. And often we look at it like this. We talk about olive oil, or we talk about wine, and we talk about that first pressing or that first distillation, and that is your pure oil. Other companies will distill an oil several times and then mix them all together so that you're getting a good oil mixed with a weaker oil, and it basically becomes a watered down product. So we all know about how concentration works when you're dealing with a product, but in oils, it's not just about the concentration, it's about the process as well. So how are they made? So it takes about, for example, rose oil. It takes about 60,000 rose blossoms to get 1 ounce of rose oil. Rose oil is expensive because it takes so much to produce it. On the other hand, lavender is abundant and easily distilled. And so lavender you can get, if you have just 220 pounds of lavender, you'll get 7 pounds of oil. So lavender is not the most expensive oil, and it is a little bit more abundant and easy. Jasmine flowers, again, are hand-picked. They have to be picked before the sun gets too hot at the very beginning and opening of the day. So it makes it really one of the most expensive oils to harvest, and then in turn go in and get all the blossoms through to distillation and getting the oils out of them. And so those are also hand-picked, and you have to get 8 million blossoms to get 2.2 pounds of oils. So you see the sheer volume of it, and when you start looking at that and maintaining the proper constituents at their peak potency is the only way that the oils can be effective. Sandalwood is another one. Sandalwood is a tree. They have to be 30 years old and 30 feet high before you can use them to distill. So these are things that have to be considered. For Young Living, most of our oils run between the $12 and $30 range. But we do have oils that are a lot more because of, like we've discussed, the way we have to get them, harvest them, and maintain that standard so that we're getting grade A, pure therapeutic grade oils, and that is it. It is 100%, not 5%. But when you look at these, the 5 ml bottle contains 90 drops, and the 15 ml bottle contains about 250 drops. And a little bit of these oils goes a very long way. So when you talk about only using 1 or 2 drops, then you're going to get 45 to 90 usages out of a small bottle of oils. And you're going to get triple that out of the 15 ml bottles. Our Thieves Cleaner is a plant-based cleaner using essential oils, and here's how concentrated it is. It costs about $1.50 to make 1 bottle of cleaner out of our concentrated bottle. You couldn't get that in a chemical-laden product, much less in an organic product in the stores. to replace it. It replaces your multi-purpose cleaner, your window cleaner, and your floor cleaner. So when you think about replacing all of those at $4, $5, $6 a bottle, and you can place all of them for $1.50, these oils are quite cost effective.